The Chernobyl disaster was a catastrophic nuclear accident that occurred on April 26, 1986, in the number 4 light water graphite moderated reactor. We have a special guest from Kiev, Ukraine. He was a foreman in one of the observer rooms for security. Luckily, he was not affected physically by the meltdown, but will mentally be affected by that horrible dark day for the rest of his life.
My name is Ruslan Rodchenko. I am 71 years old and retired. This disaster was horrifying, a true nightmare. But I will try my best to describe the sights and horrors I've seen and the faults that have caused this very bad day, that are embedded in survivors' minds and families' minds forever. This disaster has affected so many families, mentally and physically. I was considered one of the lucky ones.
Why were you considered one of the lucky ones?
I never got any type of cancers. Some survivors suffer with long-term cancers.
Well, take your time, Ruslan. I will start off with some questions. So, why did this disaster occur? Where were you at the time before the disaster?
That day, we were testing our number 4 reactor. We were going to try on emergency shutdown while going through a power failure experiment. It did not go so well, as you can tell by the disaster.
Did you and your co-workers have any bad feelings about this test?
We were always a little nervous of an experiment. It was like a meltdown drill or an evacuation drill.
So, tell me what happened.
We were announcing the experiment through our PA. Everybody knew the drill. We practiced for a while. We had cameras observing the reactor in the security room. But when the power failure occurs, we were in the dark and were connected by a radio frequency.
So, tell me, what happened next?
We were waiting for the completion signal on the radio talkies while waiting in the dark. They weren't responding, we were just receiving static noise. Then we heard an explosion in the distance. The shockwave hit us and the pressure flew us back.
Did you guys get injured? What did you guys do after that?
We had 2 hazmat suits. We told one to go contact emergency services, while we tried to save some survivors in Reactor 3. We had a sure feeling that nobody survived in number 4. It was also way too risky. We got some cuts and bruises from the glass shards.
How many co-workers did you save?
We saved 3 until the emergency services saved the rest. The 3 of us drove to a local diner and saw the news. It was reported 31 deaths and was classified as a level 7 event on the International Nuclear Event Scale. That's the highest level on the scale. That day was a dark day indeed, perhaps a nightmare. When I dip my ball in chocolate, I make it nice and spicy. I also put chili sauce all over. My chicken like it, especially the cocks. They really like chocolate spicy Uniball. I call it Freddy, or sometimes Ivan the Terrible Ball. He gets the job done, and he's terrible at the same time.
Shut the fuck up!
Well, take your time, Ruslan. I will start off with some... Fuck.
You were waiting, fucking idiot.
So, why did this disaster occur? Where were you at the time?
Holy shit.